So, your anime V friend was just scaling and in the forest of enlightenment. I was taking the endeavor in the adventure to find the uh, treasure chest of curiosity. So, in the on the way on the path, I met a comrade, and we did some nerdy talks, naughty yapping, and a question struck my mind when he said that there ain't a flying reptile. And I mean, yeah, he's not totally wrong though. There ain't one presently. So what went wrong? We need to compare past to now. Was there anything in the past? If not, why there was not? And if no, now there isn't, why there isn't? Because that is a possibility. And it should be there. Its logical existence exists, So everything can exist, what we can think of, or we can at least make it. Because nature believes in symmetry. So, yeah. So, then what went wrong with the younger generation of reptiles? They are not cultured. No, I'm just joking. To be serious, when I dug past, I found Pterodactyl was a reptile who could pull this off. Flying stuff. Like, in earlier days, all the reptiles existing on Earth. So there was some flying creature too, which was Pterodactyl. So, to be serious, it's not about like material, like you should need a wing and you should need feathers for wings. Membranes can work too. It is a structure problem. It is not a functional problem. It's not a problem of the material. It's structure problem. So, pterodactyl had membranous wings. So that's not the issue. If membranes were an issue, then pterodactyl couldn't have flowed, in its times. So why now? Not now, because flying needs paddle like wings. But nowadays, the reptiles or the creatures that have it, they are like they have a bedsheet like stuff. Like it connects their legs and hands like a bedsheet, not like a means perpendicular, not like a blade. Like not it is not aerodynamically feasible. So to move, you need paddle type stuff because flying is continuous gliding. Like gliding needs height, flying also needs height, right? That I will explain later on, but yeah, firstly, I have to say that flying is like gliding, but gliding continuously. Like, have you played Flappy Birds? Like, Flappy Birds, like you have to again and again tap. They have to again and again flap their wings after gliding. A little glide, then you have to flap again, then a little glide, and you come down, then again, and it goes on. So that's why a bird's muscle, even they are more strong than most of the parts of the body, but still they get tired, their muscles pain. And so uh, I would say that denser the medium, you need less denser paddle to fly. To cut air we need paddle type stuff, like penguins for water. Like pterodactyl had paddles to cut through air, wings. Penguins have paddles for water, and we have legs for land. One thing you notice, the pattern, there it is. We have solid foot. Penguins have thinner flaps than our foot, and pterodactyl have yet thinner, the most thinner membrane for their wings, because the for the principle which I told, less denser the medium, less denser the paddle. So yeah. So nowadays they have like a bed sheet, like there's a gliding lizard. It glides because it has membrane, like a bed sheet. Like you must have seen in Ninja Hattori. Like he has some flying squirrel technique, ninja technique or something. He takes a actual bed sheet and flies away, but he doesn't fly, he glides. Because flapping with such bed sheet like stuff, like it is like take a parachute and just hold it with both of your hands and legs and just flap it. It's really complex to execute, uh, to move hands and legs simultaneously, and very energy inefficient. And you cannot do that because it is also not aerodynamically possible. Because uh, at the point there would be very much airspace. At some point there won't be airspace. When you would spread your wings, there would be space there. When you contract your wings, so there won't be space. So yeah, that's a tough task. So like we paddle, like we push ground by continuously by our separate appendages. Like we don't have flap type stuff, or we don't have webbed feet. If we have webbed feet, then it would have been tougher, because our land is solid, much more denser. So we have much more denser paddle, like solid foot, to push it. So for water, you need a solid flap like penguin to push it. So for air also, we need to push by flappy membranes, which is less denser but more area, which takes more area, but it takes the air pressure and lifts you up. Like we need more area than weight, but so that the air resistance or the buoyant force gives us a reaction force from the fluid that is there to push us upwards. Flying also needs takeoff height. Like I was saying that gliding and flying both needs height, or else like pigeons also jump before they can fly. Or aeroplane in flight simulator, if you have played, I don't know if you have played or not, but if you don't have a certain speed and you can't jump high, your plane doesn't jump high, then you can't take off. So you if you retract the wheels of the aeroplane before you take off, then before the takeoff speed, if you retract the wheels of the aeroplane, then you can't fly. It won't fly, it would crash. So that's how we lose the level in the flight simulator. So pigeons also jump before flying. So we need jumping height. So gliding and flying are similar. That's what I wanted to prove here. So yeah, so flying is just a continuous flapping, but with a timing of pattern. Like when you are a little up, a slight down you come, then you again push the air to go more up. Then if you want to maintain the same height, then you collect the air again, and just go a little up, then goes the same down, and it balances. And if we see as a line, as a long range, then it looks like a straight line, because there is less variation. Like the amount of up force you have, you come that much down, then you flap again, then you go up. That's how you cover distance by flying. Like when air is collected, you go a little up, you leave it, you go down, then the air pressure around your wings is lesser. Then you collect more air to go more up, and till a certain you range, you just go up and down, but you don't go down or up outside of that range. So it is inside the range. So, but when I was discussing about this, I remembered that bat is a mammal which can do the same thing, but the problem is it can't achieve the pterodactyl stuff, because pterodactyl can still use its hands, but and can fly. He can do both stuff. If you have seen the image of a pterodactyl, I guess so. But bat can't do that. Bat only can fly because its digits are converted like a demon's wing. Like its fingers have converted into partition of the wings, like as support. So its fingers or digits are consumed in the wings, so it doesn't have separate hands like finger like stuff to grasp anything or something. It does that through its legs, so it can't do anything with the wings. But pterodactyl wings have hands too, so yeah. uh, I guess pterodactyl was a different stuff. But if we want our reptiles to do the same thing, then we have to take a flying, gliding, yeah, our reptile, and we have to make its wing shape like that. Like we have, but obviously, not. We have to connect it to the legs, but in a different shape, like, so that it looks like a airplane. The nowadays it is done by propeller, but earlier a propeller is a good shape, means it gives us constant air boost. It is best among the best, the propeller design. But yeah, pterodactyls wings, the early wings are a good thing for gliding too, because we use that in planes too for gliding, for balance. But if any reptile, such flying reptile, is watching this, just come on, meet me. I'll tear you. I mean, I will tear your brain up by interviewing. I mean, I would dig your brain, understand you, Sorry, बेटा. पिता बन के मत काहे पीटा तुमने. Sarcasm है भाई. So yeah, with that, bye.